So I've been using the 6K Pro for about a month now, absolutely love it. There's so many great things about it. One of the things that I really love at the moment is its portability, picking it up, going. And one of the really large components of that is the battery grip. So here's a quick overview on how I found the battery grip and if it's for you and your filmmaking style. One of the big upgrades on the 6K Pro as opposed to the 4K and the 6K was moving over to the MPF battery system, and that definitely is giving much more runtime for this. On a single battery without the battery grip, I'm probably getting somewhere in the region of about an hour, which is, I would say, maybe 3 times what you would get on the previous versions. With the battery grip, you now put 3 batteries in, and when I've had it out, I've probably got about 2.5 hours of filming. Now 2.5 hours of filming is more than enough if you're out there running and gunning. And the great thing about this is that all you're doing is you're literally opening that case and you are just replacing these batteries on the go. So really, all you need is a couple of these in your pocket. You change them on the hoof and that's it. You've pretty much got half a day of filming. The fact that it uses the MPF batteries means that for a lot of us filmmakers, we've got loads of them lying around, so you're not going to have to fork out on extra batteries, which is also a bonus. The last couple of videos that I've posted up here, I've gone out with this and I've run on 3 batteries. I've got 2.5 hours. That to me is massive. I'm used to the V-Lock batteries where you just leave the camera on and you're ready to shoot whenever. And it's the same with this now with the battery grip. I'm not turning it on and off, and with that losing the opportunity to capture a shot if there is something that I see and just need to get in the moment. In terms of the weight that this adds to the 6K Pro, it actually makes it really nice for handheld shots. You feel that there's something substantial in your hands and that you can play with a bit of movement without getting too much of a jitter. Saying that, some of the footage that I have put up recently, I have noticed that there has been jitters, so it's something that I'm working on, but it does make handheld shooting a lot easier with this. The battery grip comes with the exact same attachments that the camera has on the bottom, so it means that it can be very easily mounted on the likes of a tripod. One of the difficulties I think that people are going to have with this is when they start trying to balance it on a gimbal. So if you are doing gimbal work, maybe this isn't for you. If you're somebody who is shooting on set in a controlled environment, then the chances are you are going to use the likes of a V-Lock solution to this. So maybe the battery grip isn't necessarily what you need if that's the kind of filmmaking you do. But if you are somebody who likes to do running and gunning, to pick up the camera, go shoot without having to add all of those accessories to this, then this is a really good solution. It's very easy to get the battery grip on and off. There's a wheel here and you simply move that and it drops off. So that's not going to take too much time to do at all, even though it's taking me ages now. There, and it's off. Equally, it's very easy to get on as well. It takes 10 seconds and that's you good to go. The battery grip uses the smaller 550 and 570 MPF batteries, which is great because you can just put a couple of them in your pocket and you're ready to switch them out when the batteries are running low. I really like the fact that the display shows the 3 batteries and the level of each of those, which is really handy because you can just be keeping an eye on that and you can be seeing when it starts to run low. It also seems to reduce the battery power at a more steady rate. In the 6K and the 4K, what you would find is you'd be running on a battery that told you it had about 40%, and then it would just die on you. Whereas this seems to incrementally go down, which is great. You're not going to get any of those nasty scares where it just dies on you. My overall view of the battery grip is that it's great. I've just been picking up the camera and I've been heading out, and it's been a 2-minute job as opposed to building a rig, which would take 10-15 minutes maybe. I am looking forward to the likes of Small Rig and Tilda releasing cages so that I can fully kit that out. But at the same time, I am loving the bare bones that I'm using to go out, and it means I am creating a lot more content. I am using the camera a lot more just because it's easier to do. I'd love to see what everyone else is using their 6K Pro for. I'm definitely going back to the guerrilla style filmmaking that I was used to with my smaller kit, especially with the likes of the GH5, where I could just pick it up and go. But I also see that there's a lot of people who are already really using this with kits that have been added to it. So I'd be interested to see how people are adding all these components to their rig. Thanks a lot for the watch. If this was of any use to you, give me the old thumbs up, because YouTube loves that and I love that. And hopefully see you back here for another video very soon.